Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
We're in the midst of a study on worry, and we're looking at Matthew chapter 6, the Lord's classic text on worrying, and the fact that we should not worry, and there's some reasons why. And I want you to look at verse number 26. One of the things that we'll see in verse number 26 is worrying is really cruel. I want you to notice in verse number 26, he says, "Look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they?" Do you understand that if we acknowledge the fact that God takes care of the birds of the air, do you not understand that to assume that He will not take care of His faithful children is really projecting upon God something that's very cruel? And the reality is God can take care of the birds, and you're of much more value than the birds. Now, we may not have everything that we particularly want, or maybe we don't have everything we think we need, but God takes care of us. But not only that, I want you to notice that it's just absolutely forbidden. It is prohibited to worry, not concerned about rational things like looking both ways when you come to a street corner before you cross the street. But I want you to notice, look at verse number 25. Jesus says, "Therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life." Now notice He says, do not worry. If that's the only verse we had, that would be sufficient for us to realize for us to worry is sin. But it's not the only verse. I want you to look at verse number 31. He says, "Therefore do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear?" A second time, Jesus says, do not worry. And then I want you to look at verse number 34. Jesus says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." Now, isn't that interesting that Jesus says, do not worry? Yet we think to ourselves, well, we have to worry. Well, Jesus says, no, do not worry. What should our attitude about life be? Listen to Proverbs chapter 3, beginning at verse number 5. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths." Do we worry about the economy? Do we worry about our health? Do we worry about national security? What we should be doing is trusting in the Lord. Don't trust in your own path, but trust in the Lord, and He will take care of His own. Thank you so much for being with us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible Study.